just let the all-purpose bulletin go up here to get set up. La da dee, la da da. Good. Sounds like we got sound, which is great. Sound is always a great thing. Give it a few minutes, let the people pop into this live stream for the play ball packet. Play ball. Get started here in about 60 seconds. Get myself set up. Hello. Yeah, and again, just if you were with me the last stream, if anything technologically goes crazy, just let me know, please. Let me know if something goes crazy. Get started here in just a minute. Let people switch over, just so we don't have one big 1 hour and plus stream that just makes it absolutely mind numbing. Try to break it up into 3 smaller streams. So, again, those of you who were with me or not with me or just sitting there or something, hope you're all doing good. Well, it seems like the Mondays and Tuesdays are just cloudy outside and just cloudy. Beautiful over the weekend. I tell you, like beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful yesterday. It was nice to be able to at least try your best to get out and walk around because that's about all we can do right now. Hope everybody's doing okay. You know, a lot of crazy things going on in this world. Like I said, just hope everything's going good for you guys. Said it's definitely weird times. Weird times we're kind of in right now, you know. So what did I do over the weekend? Um, wasn't really too much I could do. I mean, try my best just to go out for a run, go out to the park that's nearby here. I know some places parks are kind of closed, which is crazy. But try my best to, try my best to get out and try to go out and run. Try to just stay active as much as you can. Can't go to any gyms or anything like that. So it's like you kind of stuck pretty much just becoming a long distance runner. You just kind of get out, go for a run, enjoy the weather. Yesterday being 73 degrees, I think is what it was, or 72 degrees, and then go out this morning here before getting on here, 40 something, Northeast Ohio. So it's kind of crazy how that goes. With that being said, let's get into this. Let's get into this. So we're going to get into the play ball packet in this little stanza of time here. We are going to. Hey, David, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see. So we're going to talk about the play ball packet here. So let me zoom this in so I don't have to write crazy on this, and we'll get started. So this is one of the nice ones where it has you trying to find the answer to a riddle, and follow the steps below. What we're trying to work on here, everyone, get this eventually, is to deal with constructing and interpreting graphs. So we're going to construct and interpret graphs on this instance. So this table represents the sports students like to watch on TV. Well, right now we can't watch any sports on TV because they're all shut down, but use it to draw a double bar graph, a double bar graph. It's kind of a self-explanatory term, a double bar graph. It's 2 bars next to each other, as you see here. That represents the information on the empty graph below. So, how do we get started with this? We take a look. What's up, Nathaniel? How you doing? Thank you for switching on over here. Let's start out. So let's start out with taking a look at the basketball part here. So if we look at our table, we see that 4 boys like to watch basketball on TV. So down in your double bar graph, You're going to try your best here to draw a bar. Now, this is where it's going to be hard for me to draw on this because kind of I get to use my hand to write on this. So boys will go up to 4. So we'll go up to 4 for boys. And then girls is going to go up to 9. Now, I'm going to change this to a different color to show the difference. So for girls, it's going to go up to about midway between 8 and 10. So midway between 8 and 10. 8 and 10. What's up, Nick? So you should have something like that for the boys and girls. And I'm going to use that reddish color for boys and the pink color for girls on this. Try my best to here. So go from there, go to the next part. So you go to the next part. Talk about soccer. So we talk about soccer. It says that 11 looks like these people are soccer fans. Go to soccer, and for the boys, you're going to be drawing all the way up to about midway between 10 and 12. So about midway between 10 and 12, because that'll correlate to being right in the middle here. Right in the middle of 10 and 12 is 11. Then the other part for the girls, change the color. The girls, it says it's 12. So you're going to go up to where it is at 12. Okay. And again, that's my best attempt at that is drawing that on the computer. So please bear with me. Some of these extra arrows. Okay. Some of these extra arrows. Let's see here. So then for the baseball, so for the baseball part, it doesn't look like these people like baseball too much. So baseball, boys will go up to 3. So it's going to go up to 3. And it looks like girls, no one likes baseball. So you have all of that drawn. You have all of that drawn on the graph. I'm going to try to go down and then back up to this. But here's the thing. We've drawn the double bar graph for everything here. So we've drawn the double bar graph. Again, I've drawn to the best of my ability. From there, it says each line below. So I am down here at number 2. Each line below has a sport and a gender listed under it. This corresponds to one of the bars you drew on the graph. So you go to the top of each bar and look horizontally. So horizontally is this way. It's left and right. So you will see a letter. So you're going to look and you're going to basically draw a fictitious line to where it's going to meet the letter on that. So you write the letter on the corresponding line, and it will spell out the answer to the riddle. The riddle of what is bought by the yard and worn by the foot. Let's take a look. So let's go down. Soccer. So boys soccer. So I am right here. I am right here. Boys soccer. Boys soccer. Boys soccer was 11. And if we draw that kind of fictitious-ish line to the right, it'll be a C. So it'll be a C. Let me see if I can kind of, might need to reformat here. We look at, if you guys are looking at your page, the one to the right is soccer for girls. Soccer for girls. So just so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So soccer boys should be a C. C. Soccer for girls is up at A. It's up at A. So it should be A. Basketball for boys is at 4. So when you go all the way to the right, it's to an R. Football girls. Football girls is P because it is over here. Draw that line to the right. Meet you at P. When you go football boys, it is at 10. And if you go all the way to the right, it's to another E. And then finally, baseball for boys is at a 3. If you draw that line to the right, it is a T. So what is bought by the yard and worn by the foot? Carpet. So what you should have right there. Let me clear my screen now. Scroll down. There we go. So what you should have is the word carpet. That's a carpet. C-A-R-P-E-T. Carpet. Carpet. Right? So you guys have that. Let me find my next one I wanted to do. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue. I'm going to go all the way down here. Clear that all. All the way down. Let's see. Oh, let's do this one really quick. Stuff that we were doing, especially for 7th grade here, stuff, and I'm really 6th grade too, stuff that we were doing through the class here. You're going to find a perimeter of the football field. If you're dealing with perimeter is the measurement of what is around something. It's like if you built a fence around and you're trying to measure what is it from here as I draw my line. If I started here on the field, what's my measurement as I'm going all the way around? Well, if you know when it comes to this, let me clear this. The perimeter of the football field. Well, this is a rectangle. A football field is a rectangle. So if you know that one side is 360 feet, you also will know that the other side is 360 feet as well. If the top is 160 feet, you know that the bottom is 160 feet. So when it comes to perimeter, all you're doing is adding it up, adding all 4 sides up. So if you have 160 plus 360 plus the 160 on the other side plus the 360. All I did was just take the 4 sides, 60, 160, 360, and just added them up. When you add them up, the perimeter of the football field, change of color, is 1,040 feet. To be 1,040 feet. 1,040 feet. What's the area? I hope that we all know by now that the area is length times width when it comes to a rectangle. Length times width. So length times width. Clear my screen. Length of length of 360 times your width of 160. So when you take 360 times 160, it's going to give you 57,600. And it's not just feet, It's square feet. Square feet. That is 57,600, and that's squared feet. Squared feet. 57,600 squared feet, or as you see in the chat, I wrote SQ feet. You could say it that way, but the other way of putting it is the feet with the square part on the side. There. That, my friends, is an easy two questions to get you through that page. Hope that part helps. Let's now clear this and let's scroll down. So we're going to use the order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. D. That is a D. So, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, like we say 9,000 other times here, but let's find a good color here, and let's just get started here. So if you look at number 10, I guess it's supposed to be counting down, but if you look at number 10, you do first what is in the parentheses. So you would have 9 times 5 minus what's in the parentheses is 18. So with that being said, the next part is going to be your multiplication, because there is your multiplication. 9 times 5, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45 minus 18. Well, what's 45 minus 18? And you'll find out, just because I'm having a mental block right here, 45 minus 18 is 27. 27. That's a 2, 7. 7. All right. So your answer to number, I guess in this instance, number 10 is going to be 27. All right. Go back. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally for this part too. So let's look at number 9. What would you do first? You would do multiplication first again. So 9 times 5 is 45, and then you just work left to right. Well, 45 minus 4 is 41, plus 14, and that should be 55. 55. Number 8. We do what is in the parentheses first. So 6 times 4, so it's going to leave you with 15 divided by 6 times 4 is 24. 24 divided by 8 is going to be 3. I hope you're catching what I'm doing right here. 4 times 6 is 24. Divided by 8 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5. Let's continue with this. I'm going to clear the screen here for a second. Then we're going to go now with number 7. Number 7. Again, you do multiplication, then the division. 4 times 3, so 8 plus 4 times 3 is 12, divided by 2 is 6. You're just completing this part. So 8 plus 6 is 14. 6. Number 6. Again, do it in the parentheses first. So you're going to have number 6. You do it in the parentheses first. So 4 times 5 plus 6 is 11. And divided by 2. So then 4 times 11 is 44. 44 divided by 2 is 22. 22. And I think what this is trying to show you here is the difference between um, when you have parentheses in the expression here compared with parentheses not in the expression. So like with this right here, like with number 5, you would work left to right. You would say, well, you have this 4 times 5 plus 6 divided by 2. So let's get this other stuff off real quick. Let's get this other part off. So what you would do, 4 times 5, 4 times 5 is 20 plus 6 divided by 2. Well, you do what's 6 divided by 2? 6 divided by 2 is 3. 20 plus 3 is 23. 23. Couple more here, couple more. I'm going to work with number 4 here. So number 4, what you do first. So what you would do first is what's in the parentheses. Parentheses are always what's done first when it comes to order of operations. So 25 divided by, and then in parentheses, 10 minus 5, well, 20, that would be 25 divided by 5. 25 divided by 5 is simply 5. Simply, right. 25 is 5. Let's try that one more time. There we go. There we go. And with number 3, you have 15 minus, and then in the parentheses, 10 divided by 2. Well, that means it's 15 minus, well, what's 10 divided by 2? 10 divided by 2 is 5. 15 minus 5 is 10. 10. A couple more here. So number 2. So number 2. Again, always do what's in the parentheses first. So if I have 6, divided by 6 minus 3, you are doing what is in the parentheses first. So it's then 6 divided by 6 minus 3 is 3, which then lets you be able to do 6 divided by 3, which is simply 2. Is a 2. 2. And finally, second to write that down. Let's figure that out. If I have 9 times 5 times 3, again, you do what's in the parentheses first. 9 times 5 times 3 is 15. And what is 15 times 9? 9 times 5 is 45. Carry the 4. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 4 is 135. Should be 135. 135. I hope you guys got that. That was a couple of those pages kind of just gone through there. We'll try to take care of some of the other ones on this as well for tomorrow. Again, this time frame of 8:30 to like that 8:30 to 9, I'll talk about the play ball packet that we just did here tomorrow as well. If for some reason some of you have the yard sale packet by some neat. I'm going to jump into that here in about 2 minutes. Um, See, there's a few of you in there, and everything's going all right. How's everybody doing before I sign out and create another one? Feel free to feel free to mention in the chat. This is me. I'm actually going to write something here. How's everyone? How's everyone? How's everyone? Doing okay? Crazy things. Any questions? Any questions with anything? Feel speak now. Speak now before I continue with something else. um, good, 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 good. I hope everything's going good. Like I said, like I'm in Trumbull County, so I know I read some of the Summit County statistics on some things, and it's a little scary at times. But it's just like, like I'm in Trumbull, and you hear, yeah, tired, tired, good at Daniel. Yeah, I mean, doing okay. I mean, it's just like, I said, it's just like there's only so much you can do. I mean, when everything gets kind of shut down, it's just like you're kind of just sitting there and you do like the same thing every day, and it's like, well, you can only watch so much TV or so much Netflix, right? Yeah, you too. Stay safe, definitely, because it's like I said, I see the stats that come out of Summit and the stats that come out of like that whole Cleveland type Akron area. Like for me, I'm out by sort of by the Youngstown-ish area. I mean, it's not as a big of an area, but it has its own like things. I mean, personally, I mean, I can get into the math of it and say, well, like I think the governor said yesterday there was like 1,650 like people that were diagnosed with the whole coronavirus and whatnot. And the thing is he said it under his breath, but I think he said something along the lines of only 24,000 people were like tested. And the thing is like when he said there's only 24,000 people tested, and you're looking at this well, wait a second, how many people are in the state of Ohio? Let's see here. Let's see how many people are in the state of Ohio. In the state of Ohio. You see, and if you can see behind my stuff here, it's 11.69 million. So you think about this and you say, well, do a quick little math, and I'll let you guys go here. But this, he said there was about like 1650. So 1650, and it was like 20. I'll just for sake of the argument, 23,000 people that were like tested. So 23,000 people tested, and you figure to yourself, and you're saying, so if I tried to find a percentage, you remember from class how to change it, a fraction to a percentage. I'm going to take that numerator of 1650 divided by, say, the denominator 23,000, and then multiply by 100. Basically, what you're saying there is that out of the people that were tested, 7% supposedly had the virus. So you'd say, well, 7 people had the virus, so 7% of the people had it. But here's the key with this: it's like you only have out of that 23,000 people that were tested, now divide it by 11.69 million people. So if you say 11.69 million people, so let's think here, 11.69, that should be out of the 23,000, so 23,000 people that were tested divided by, let's see if I can do this right, 11, so it should be 690,000, I believe, there. I think it should be something like that. We divide it and then multiply by 100. That's basically saying that not even like 1% of the population has been tested, which is rather scary. Rather scary. If you're having trouble getting on Pearson, don't worry about it for right now. Don't worry about it. Just worry about these packets. Okay. We talked with Miss Yingling and I talked with Miss Holden about that. Just focus on the packets right now. But yeah, with this 23,000 people tested out of the 11.69 million people in Ohio, that's less than 1%. Yeah, a little scary. A little scary if you think about it. So definitely stay safe. If you're joining me for the next part, I will cut this and make another stream here in about 60 seconds. But again, Nick, I see your thing there. Okay, I see you said okay. Um, with that being said, guys, stay safe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Not with me again, but I guess if you have any questions, always Google Classroom. Send me an email. I'll always be responding to that. Take care. Talk to you guys soon. Later.